Hello everyone, welcome back to YK Reviews, welcome back to another weekly entertainment news video here. Lots to dive into, lots of set photos have been released for Marvel side of things. We've got reboots being announced, trailers possibly be releasing next week, so tons to go over, so let's get into it. Before we dive into it here, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. I do these weekly entertainment news videos every single week, diving into all the movie news, TV news, latest updates here. So subscribe so that you don't miss out on that. And also timestamps will be in the description down below. Anything in particular you're interested in or want to hear more about, timestamps of everything will be in the description down below. So first of all, I just want to get a couple of trailers out the way here. So the latest Pixar movie Elementals came out earlier this week. I thought it honestly looked fun, it looked unique. Really like the plot, really like the dynamic, and the animations look so crisp. With Pixar, the latest movies haven't been always like a hit, so I'm genuinely curious to see what this is going to be. I'm glad it's going out in theaters rather than just going on streaming. I think that Pixar does need to go back to like theater type movies. It has more of a element of great success, and with this trailer, like I said, it looks fun, it looks cute, enjoying the plot of what it could potentially be. So for this trailer, I'm genuinely excited about it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below about this trailer. Will you check it out? Will you give it a miss? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also another trailer that I talked about last week in the last week's entertainment news video. Rumor has it that it's going to be released on Monday, this coming Monday, so in a couple of days time here. We'll be seeing Blue Beetle trailer, first look at that. Also a couple of other trailers might be getting released on Monday, so keep an eye out on that, and also keep an eye out on the channel to get reaction updates in terms of like the Blue Beetle trailer. So keep an eye out on Monday to see if that Blue Beetle trailer comes out, and also let me know your thoughts, excitement level for the actual Blue Beetle movie. Are you hyped for it? Are you excited? Do you not give a damn? Let me know in the comment section down below for that. Now for the first news story here is I want to get some attention into this latest update in terms of a movie here. So this is coming from the Deadline. It's basically confirming Raul Castillo, Tony Cavallaro, Melanie Diaz and Josh Brenner, apologies if I've mispronounced any of those names here, they're set for this crypto heist thriller called Cold Wallet, and it's being directed by Cutter Hodon. Big apologies there. So basically it's confirming that production has been wrapped up, and the reason why I'm bringing this to people's attention here is that for me, I'm one of the huge fans of heist type movies. One of my favorite genres, Ocean 11, my all-time favorite movie, and with this one it's going into like a more crypto type of heist here. So it's basically confirming here the film is inspired by real stories, which was in production when news of the FTX scandal broke. Follows a ragtag team of Redditors who lost everything in a crypto Ponzi scheme and plot to kidnap the financial influencer who screwed them over. So as I mentioned, love heist type movies. This one's going with a different route of like the crypto market kind of thing, not like a bank robbery or anything like that, but something I am very curious about. And to be completely honest, I've not seen any of the previous work from the director. I've not really seen any of these actors and actresses' previous work. I've never heard of them, so not a lot of excitement or hype to go by when it just comes to this set article and like what we're hearing from this. But like I mentioned, I love heist type movies. Going in there with a positive mindset, going in there with a little bit of excitement. So I'm genuinely curious to see what this movie Cold Wallet could be about. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions on this type of movie, on this type of synopsis. Do you think this is going to be a good movie? Would you be watching it? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below for that. And on to the next news story here is we've got update with X-Files, starring Mulder and Scully back in like the 90s, a fantastic show that I really had fun with. It's being rebooted and being developed by Ryan Coogler, who was in charge of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and this is coming from the Variety saying Ryan Coogler to develop X-Files reboot. Chris Carter, who was originally in charge of the X-Files, he basically revealed this in an interview here. So Chris Carter basically confirmed, I just spoke to a young man, Ryan Coogler, who is going to remount the X-Files with a diverse cast, so he's got his work cut out for him because we've covered so much territory. I am worried, like if it was anybody else, I'd be really nervous when it comes to the reboot. Ryan Coogler does really good work, especially when it comes to like the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, the original movie. Two movies I really enjoyed, but these reboots are really getting out of hand. Remakes, reboots, recalls. I feel like now in today's market, I don't see how the X-Files could work. Plus, you had the brilliant dynamic of Mulder and Scully together. Like, the dynamic was just brilliant. I've watched this for the first time with my wife, and we were just loving this series as it was developing. Each episode just getting unique. Like, you have the one-off episodes, like the monster episodes, which was so much fun, and then you have like the actual story, aliens, conspiracy theories type storyline going into like the show, which was even more fun for me. And as I mentioned, like that dynamic between Mulder and Scully was just so brilliant. Later on in like later seasons, when Mulder left for behind the scenes reasons, having the new characters entering, you have Monica, you had John Duggett, and even Skinner too. Like, I loved Walter Skinner. Just all these casts just worked so well and so unique. Granted, like the later seasons didn't really sort of dipped in terms of quality when it comes to like the later seasons, but the finale for the actual like season was fantastic. I loved what they brought back. I loved the recurring characters as well. The smoking man, just fantastic too. So I loved everything about that. So having this reboot just really does get me nervous. Don't want them to like ruin this brilliant X-Files show that was developed and written and presented to us in the early 90s. So this is one thing I'm worried about here. I want to get more details, more information, casting updates, and maybe set photos, maybe synopsises once we do get a trailer, if it does come about eventually, just to see what they could be going with. But right now I'm just nervous when it comes to this reboot for now. But if you're an X-Files fan, let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below. Your excitement level. Are you worried? Are you more worried that it's Ryan Coogler? Are you less worried about that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about that. And also let me know how much you hated the smoking man in the original one. If you have seen that show, please let me know your thoughts on that. And so next up on the list here, this news broke out earlier this week when it comes to DC side of things. Basically, there's confirmation here by Mike Flanagan that he has pitched a ClayFace movie or ClayFace character to the Warner Brothers DC. And this is coming from The Deadline along with multiple other outlets being reported on this here. So Dr. Sleep filmmaker Mike Flanagan has pitched a feature version of ClayFace over at the studio, several sources tell Deadline. Word is that Flanagan and his Intrabeard Pictures partner Trevor Macy had a meeting with DC bosses James Gunn and Peter Safran. Flanagan, we understand, wasn't pitching the character to be part of Matt Reeves' DC Elseworld, the Batman 2, set for an October 3rd, 2025 release date. That being said, other sources are telling us that the scripts are constantly changing and that ClayFace is a big addition to Matt Reeves' Batman 2. Let's wait until the dust settles here and something moves forward. It remains to be seen whether ClayFace is a connection between the Batman 2 Elseworld and Gunn's and Safran's feature and series sprawling DC's Gods and Monsters Chapter 1. So a lot of information being thrown out here. Basically, there's no concrete detail just yet, but if word coming out of this is true, is that we could be seeing him in the Batman 2. Now, whether he's like the main villain in Batman Part 2 or whether he's like a side villain, for me, I'm hoping it's the latter part, not like him being the main villain. As much as I would enjoy a ClayFace in like live action form, for me, my hope is that Mr. Freeze is going to be the villain in Batman Part 2. I don't want it to go for like the Joker level, since like the Joker 2 is coming out pretty soon. You've done the Joker so many times. He was in the post-credit scene in the Batman, but I'm hoping they save that for like later on in other movies. So right now, for me, I'm hoping it's either like Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze as like the villains, and then have ClayFace as like a side villain. But it would be really fun to see him in live action form here. However, it could either be that he's going to be part of the Batman 2, or he's going to be part of like James Gunn as a separate either like series or a movie with ClayFace in DC Gods and Monsters Chapter 1 or in the future chapters here. So still lots of speculation here, no concrete confirmation of ClayFace and when he is going to be appearing or where he's going to be appearing. But I'm actually very excited about this. I actually really do enjoy the character. He was really fun in the animated series. I'm actually really excited again, curious to see what they're going to do with it. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below. where do you think ClayFace will end up? And if he is going to be ending up in Batman 2, do you want to see him as a main villain or a side villain? And if he's a side villain, what main villain do you want in Batman 2? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below for that. So for the next story here, and like we now move on to like a lot of like Marvel, as I mentioned, set photos, release dates, information here. So for the first news story, we've got an update in terms of the Fantastic Four movie. So we've got a writer, and this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter here, basically confirming Fantastic Four's movie gets a new writer, with Avatar 2 scribe Josh Friedman. So Marvel's first family is getting a rewrite. Josh Friedman, who worked on Avatar Way of the Water, developed Snowpiercer as a TNT television series, has been tapped to write the script for Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four. Matt Shakman, who was the key director behind Marvel series WandaVision, is also on board to helm the feature that has a release date of February 14th, 2025, and is set to kick off Phase 6 in the storytelling universe. Now, when this news broke out, people were like getting a bit worried about Josh Friedman writing the script for Fantastic Four, a movie that everybody has been looking forward to. Everybody wanting this movie to just be a success, wanting a good Fantastic Four movie. Mixed reviews with him because he's wrote Avatar The Way of Water with, honestly for me, I enjoyed that movie a lot more than I enjoyed the first Avatar movie, so I think he's got a bit of credit when it comes to that. People are worried about him because he's wrote Terminator The Dark Fate, which has had a lot of like negative reviews on that one. So, and he also wrote the Snowpiercer show, which I have not seen as of yet. But as I mentioned, I'm not worried in terms of like what he's done in the past, because you could write a really bad script, you could write something terrible, but then also write something brilliant in the next project that you do. So for me, it's not about like what he's done in the past when it comes to like, especially the Terminator 1, Avatar 2, I enjoyed it as I mentioned. For me, it's just making sure that like the script itself, the project itself, like I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan. I really was disappointed with that reboot. I honestly don't even remember when it did come out, but it was such a bad movie. I enjoyed like the earlier ones, like the Fantastic Four, the original one, not the sequel. The sequel was okay for me, but for me, I'm just hoping that they do this justice, do this well, make sure that they don't mess it up, and also how it's going to interconnect with everything, how they're going to explain where the Fantastic Four, where the characters have been in the whole like Marvel universe so far. So once we find out like more information, once we get like more details in terms of the project, for me, I'm just gonna hold out a bit. I'm not gonna like bash the writer because of previous work. I'm not gonna be too judgmental just yet. Once I get more information, then I can like make up my mind about it. But for me, I'm just glad we're getting more information, more details. Hopefully the project is going to start running, especially now that it's going to come out within 2 years here, February in 2025. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below for that. Are you excited? Are you worried? What you think about the writer and that's been attached to it? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below here. Now on to the next news story here is we've got an update in terms of like Marvel's next Disney Plus show, Secret Invasions. So we've got a release date plus a lot of screenshots that have been released here. So basically it's confirmed that the Secret Invasions Disney Plus series is going to be premiering on Wednesday, the June 21st. So they have pushed it back a bit, but it's releasing in June. So that's basically the next Disney Plus series here. So this is one of my anticipated show of Marvel, that and Loki part 2. We've also got some set photos of the show itself. So we see here, this is coming from Vanity Fair. You see Nick Fury entering what looks like to be a tunnel or an entrance here. You notice that in these pictures too that his eye patch has disappeared. Basically it's confirmed that like with Nick Fury, he's just feeling a very down, disheveled. Basically gets confirmation that ever since the events of Avengers Endgame and Iron Man's death, Natasha Romanoff's death, it really shook him, and that's why he's been off planet. And you can really see like he's just looks like everything has just gotten to him here. So we see him here next with Talos, and just basically reuniting with one another. I really like this aspect with the two of them together here. Samuelljackson, Nick Fury reuniting with Talos. You also get to see the main villain of the movie, Gravik, I believe that's how you say it. he's going to be the main antagonist. We saw him little clips of it in the trailer that they released. And then we've also got confirmation now with Emilia Clarke's character. She's actually Talos's daughter. So the little girl in Captain Marvel in that movie is actually the same character that she's going to be playing. So Emilia Clarke is confirmed to be Talos's daughter. So you also see the next screenshot of her with Talos. Looks like a little bit of a confrontation here. Looks like some resentment towards one another. And then we also get to see Olivia Colman's character who is playing a high-ranking agent in the British intelligence. And then you've got Kobe Smulders' Maria Hill. We see her looking at the distance here. We see another screenshot of her with like Nick Fury, as you see, no eye patch going on there, and a couple of other like screenshots as well of Everett Ross and Emilia Clarke as her Skrull Persona 2. So lots of like details and information now getting released, lots of screenshots coming out as well. So a show that I am genuinely excited about. I'm hoping that we do get another trailer before the release date in June, but a show that I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with that, maybe have more build up to it, and just kick off a great Disney Plus show, which, to be honest with you, if you think about it, the last Disney Plus show was Hawkeye back in December, so it's going to be around 7 months since we like saw a Disney Plus show from the Marvel side of things. But again, one that I'm genuinely excited about. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below, your excitement level, your hype level, what you think about these screenshots, and if you're actually excited for the show. Please let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below here. And for the next news story here, this broke out really early this week when it comes to like Daredevil Born Again. Basically, Vincent D'Onofrio has confirmed like his role in the series, also confirmed that a season 2 is already being planned here. So one of the interviews he gave out here, this is coming from the Newsweek, basically confirming that season 2 is already in the works. He basically confirmed that the new show might be different to what fans of the original are expecting. However, it is also something that will provide a gigantic payoff in both its first and second season. D'Onofrio added that both Cox and Berthnall play a major part of the show, which is really exciting to find out that the Punisher is going to be a major part of the show. I know we're going to be seeing a lot of cameos throughout the season since it's like an 18 episode show, but I am genuinely excited to see that. So when it comes to the actual plot of Daredevil and what Wilson Fisk is going to do here, so it looks like he's going to be running for mayor and he's going to be cracking down with the vigilantes and crime. You see this coming from the Cosmic Circus here, and basically it's revealed that Kingpin's rise to power is going to be a storyline set between street levels and cosmic levels, and it's going to be spreading across projects like Echo, Daredevil Born Again, Captain America New World Order, Thunderbolt, Spider-Man 4. So essentially what it means is that with him running for mayor, he's going to try to crack down on vigilantes. So it's going to be affecting characters such as Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, Daredevil, Spider-Man. They're going to be top of the vigilante list for Wilson Fisk, which makes a little bit of sense because in the Hawkeye series, Hawkeye and Kate Bishop had a face-to-face with Kingpin. You've got Matt Murdock, Daredevil, having face-to-face with Kingpin in the Netflix show here. Spider-Man now is going to be street-level crime, so this is going to be explored in Spider-Man 4, which I'm very happy about because hopefully then we can get the return of Scorpio from the teaser of the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. So a really good concept here. Really looking forward to like what they're going to do with that. I'm actually very excited to see what they could be exploring the possibility here, having even the Punisher possibly face against Spider-Man, possibly face against Daredevil, because one of the most epic fight scenes in Daredevil season 2 was Punisher versus Daredevil, and so because Punisher doesn't know Spider-Man, he might be the one going after Spider-Man. So lots of possibilities to go with. So excited about what they're going to do with that. So this is just getting me more excited. Again, I still have slight hesitation, slight worry when it comes to the Daredevil show itself, but I'm genuinely very excited now. You've got the Punisher coming back, you've got Kingpin, you've got Daredevil, you've got lots of these characters returning, possibly cameos from other Netflix shows like Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. Possibly, that's not 100% confirmed, but there is possibilities there. So I really cannot wait for this. Genuinely excited. Filming is going to be taking place right now, so set photos are going to be released. There's going to be filming all the way up until December, so plenty of set photos going to come out, plenty of details are going to be released. So keep an eye out on the channel, subscribe if you haven't already once again, so that you get updates whenever we do receive updates when it comes to Daredevil. But again, a show I'm genuinely excited about. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section down below, your excitement level, what you think about this with Wilson Fisk running for mayor. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And for the final news story here is we've got updates when it comes to Captain America 4, the set photos announcement. So first off, we've gotten the announcement that Liv Taylor, who played Betty Ross in the Incredible Hulk movie all the way back in 2008, so we've got confirmation here that she is going to be returning for Captain America 4. And we've also got some details, some set photos here when it comes to the actual movie. So we see here Sam Wilson arm in a sling, looks like he's attending a funeral. We also see Betty Ross also in like funeral outfit here. Details are being kept under wraps here. We don't know whose funeral it could be. Most likely, from what I'm hearing and what I'm reading, it could be the previous president's funeral, because basically Thunderbolt Ross, who is being casted as Harrison Ford now after by William Hurt, who sadly passed away, so he's being replaced by Harrison Ford. So Harrison Ford is going to be becoming president of the United States of America, so we could be possibly seeing the funeral of the former president. Because even as we dial it back to like the Secret Invasion Disney Plus series, we also get to find out what Rhodey's been up to. He's sort of been like head of security, he's in with the president there, so then something must happen there where it leads to him passing away, him dying, him getting assassinated, to then eventually having Thunderbolt Ross becoming the president of America, which leads into the plot of Captain America 4. So we see them attending the funeral here. We also get to see a couple of set photos and look at the villain of the movie when, if you're not aware, Tim Blake Nelson is going to be returning playing the leader in this movie too. So we see set photos of him. Like, I wasn't expecting him to be walking around on set with a massive big ass head, but I am a little bit worried here because you just see him with like green hands here. So I don't know if it's him just coming out of makeup, or if he's getting ready to go into makeup, or if he's just getting into like a different form in the movie itself. Thinking about it, there is a lot of like Hulk characters in a Captain America 4 movie, and with Sam Wilson just becoming Captain America, there's no distinct villains for him here. He's facing off against the leader, he's facing off against Thunderbolt Ross. Like, lots going on when it comes to this actual movie itself. It's sort of like a mini Avengers type movie here. We get to get more information on who is going to be in the Avengers movie, but just a lot of Hulk characters like Thunderbolt Ross, Betty Ross, the leader, amongst other things. But I am excited as we get more information here. We get more set photos coming out of filming when it comes to like Captain America 4. So I am excited, a little bit worried too now that we have our first look at Tim Blake Nelson's character, the leader here. I'm hoping we do get to see more like, I don't know if it's going to be more CGI when it comes to him as a character, but lots of details here, lots of information. Genuinely can't wait to get a first teaser, first trailer, first look of this actual movie when it does come out. But plenty of information to get excited about when it comes to this. Let me know your thoughts about the screenshots. Let me know your thoughts about Hulk characters being involved a lot into this Captain America 4 movie, and let me know your excitement level for the actual Captain America 4 movie. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But that about wraps it up when it comes to this week's weekly entertainment news video here. Plenty to digest, plenty to talk about here. Once again, timestamps is in the description for all the news stories that we broke out here on the video. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already too, I've got a Twitter, link is in the description down below, where I post every time I upload a video, all the details and information that comes out. Everything is on Twitter there, so follow me if you have got a Twitter also. And I have posted my Scream 6 Ghostface and movies tier list ranking video. Go ahead, check out that, and also a playlist of all the Scream movie reviews somewhere around here on the channel. But once again, thank you so much for watching and listening. This is YK Reviews. Peace.